All right, this is another log, and we're going to talk about something that's on my mind. It's been for a while, but I haven't really commented on it until now. And it has to do with the war that's going on that broke out, and I've been following it before it broke out. I couldn't predict what was going to happen, but I could tell you that I'm not surprised this is happening. Now, it's February. I think it's It is the 6th. Today's February the 6th, and it's a Friday, and supposedly the Navy of the of the Iran, Iran has been decimated, supposedly, and the Air Force as well. I'm not sure if they're going to be throwing bombs today. Um, it's Here where I am. It's morning, so over there in Iran must be already night time in Israel. In any case, I was just thinking that you know they said that it was only going to be a few days of war or whatever. And also, another thing to pick on is the gas here is $5.15. I got to go check today and see how much it is now. It was $4.95 at the beginning of the week, which was fine, and I got full tank before it happened. But I've been using it up. Now I went to go look at gas station yesterday night, and it was $5.15. I was like, oh no, hopefully it's not bad today. But going back to the Iranian thing, so I don't know what's supposedly we're gonna only go fight for a few days. I'm getting the feeling. It's going to be a long war. Because now I heard that they said it was going to be until September 8th and stuff like that. So I'm thinking maybe it's not going to be exactly a quick war. I think it's going to take a while now. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Um, yeah, these war things, and what I'm thinking is like my taxes, paying for this bullshit. And then now I'm thinking, okay, so we're gonna be here. We're gonna supposedly fight till September. Is this gonna be another thing where it's gonna be another year? Once you get to September, oh, we got to keep going. Then I'm thinking it's gonna be like a situation like Afghanistan, where that country, the folks are fighting from places like holes and mountains, ranges, and it just never ends. It just never ends, and it's like I don't know. It's exhausting just thinking about it because all these things just run in your head. Like we're just gonna be there months, and it never ends, and just keeps going and lingering. And my taxes go there, and they got the Ukraine thing going on up there, up north. It's like I don't know anymore why people like don't get together and say, you know what, enough is enough. Like what are we really fighting for? And then the president said something about like, oh, we're looking for nuclear bombs or nuclear whatever, or they're preventing them from doing nuclear things. And then now March 6th, now it's about regime change. So it's like you go in with the false premise, and now you come up with another one, and then you come up with another premise. It's almost like it's just all money stuff, money being thrown. But I don't understand if we're in debt, 38 trillion or something like that. How can you want to throw more money, all fake money, into this? But then my mind starts thinking, well, I see what's going on. 4D chest. It's like if they take this over, then they'll have control of the oil there. and then they have Venezuela. So they all have the petrodollar in their hands. Now the problem is that if China and Russia still go out with the BRICS, and India and Brazil, it doesn't matter if they have the petrodollar. Oh wait, maybe they would because they would have control of the oil, which is energy. Then, like yesterday, I heard that China said China was sending some soldiers to help out, like not like directly, but it was like underhanded stuff. They're sending stuff. I don't know. So it is in their best interest to keep that region in their favor. So yeah, I just don't have no result. I have no, if I'd have to think about like what to do, like because now the American government's stuck. I mean, you're in this war. And then I saw a photo of Trump yelling at Hexchiff, the Department of War guy, Hexchiff. I don't know his name. His tattoos all over his chest or something or arm. Trump was yelling at him, and there was like a photo of them fighting or yelling at each other. And I get the feeling that, since Trump doesn't know, he must have been like, "You said it would be only a few days. Now you're saying weeks, and now you're trying to tell me I'm going to tell him months." Something like that. I think what happened, or what may happen, is the American people just get tired of it. Europe. I don't know how Europe feels about it. They're not getting involved. Maybe they are sending some soldiers, but they're not. They're not even like getting involved at all. And then Germany is saying that they're gonna prep up their nuclear thing. And supposedly, from what I heard, I didn't know this, but it makes sense that they were not allowed, or they were not doing nuclear stuff anymore because of that World War II thing. But now, I don't know. They just changed their mind. Now they're like saying, "Oh, we're gonna go nuclear now, or pursue nuclear stuff." I don't know. You know. And Russia offered something like energy to Europe because of what's going on right now. The Strait of Hormuz is being blocked, and then Kim Ojim from North Korea, called Kim or Ojim, I forgot his name. On Al Jim, he stated, the North Korean emperor said, "I can supply one weapon to Iran to silence the Israelis." And I'm like, "Oh shit." "Just say the word," he said, or something like that. And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know, man. We're going a little bit too much there. How are you going to get that thing over there? I don't know if you want to do that. It's going crazy stuff, crazy talk and stuff, But anyways, so that's what's on my mind. Um, I might be going to work soon, but I don't know, man. It's like all this stuff is bullshit. These governments, they make up all this stuff, and then you know what? There's this war things going on. I think this whole thing is just not to read that list, because they released like 3 million or something like that, and they have 6 more million to go. And just the 3 million that they let out was arresting or questioning people. Even Prince Andrew was taken in for questioning. Then Bill Gates was taken in for questioning, and Bill Clinton and Mrs. Clinton. They were also asked by Congress to come and talk about something. And then they show something about Bill Clinton laughing at some sort of paper they gave him. I'm like, I don't know, man. All these lies and fakeness. That's why, yeah, obviously it makes sense that, the Clintons have a lot of people killed. Or, no, no, no. I don't want to say that. I think something about you can't say that. No, I think sometimes that's why some people disappeared. On the Bill Clinton's what's gonna call it? They're people that help them vote. So it takes me back to the guy that was shot in the back going to his apartment. Then there's that one guy that was in the apartment, got shot, and and it's like, I don't know. And then there's that one other politician guy. I don't know who he was or what was his name. I didn't pay much attention. I just heard that he hung himself, and there's a shotgun that blew him or something. And they're asking like, how can he reach the gun if he's hanging himself? So there's questions there. I mean, maybe he rigged it that way. So I don't know. But and then there's that guy that got drowned by house, in Obama's house. Like, how do you drown in a shallow pool? You know. So there's a lot going on that I know it's a bunch of lies. Like all these things are just lies and lies so I'm in a situation where I'm thinking, you know what, I can't vote for both parties because both parties are corrupt. And if you tell me that on 2028 you want me to vote for like this JD Vance guy, I don't even know where he came from, and I keep commenting on people's channels like, who was this guy? I even said it when I first heard his name on the campaign trail, and I was like, who is this guy? He's not part of the Avengers team. I don't know this guy. I knew Elon. I even worked for Elon. I knew Elon. I knew the Tulsi. I knew RFK. I knew let's see, there's one more guy or person. But they've been on podcasts. They've been